Sold!
Well, 2 episodes ago, we told you all that we had listed our Bayliner 4087 for sale. You can go back and watch that episode to find out why. And surprisingly, it actually sold really fast. What we didn't tell you in that episode was we actually already had a couple offers on it.
Right.
And it didn't surprise us that it went fast. It was the newest 4087 on the market in the entire United States, with only 11 being listed. It's a really popular model. It's the perfect size. The 3988 is a little bit smaller, doesn't have the aft cabin.
Right.
The 4588, there's lots of them, and there's lots of 4788s.
Yeah. Those should be a little bit bigger, and especially here in the Northwest, it's a little harder to find slippage for those boats. So this boat fits right in kind of its little niche market.
Yeah, so we knew it would go fast. The first offer came in cash only, which was great, but he was out of state. And he started asking a whole lot of questions. We were very forthright. In fact, we offered our survey with a deposit and all the dive pictures and our maintenance log, and he chose not to do a survey. So he did do a sea trial and oil samples, and he had his son do it, I think, or son-in-law. And that was around the 3rd weekend of May. And it was a great sea trial. We weren't there, but our broker was the captain for it. It had perfect weather. You'll see some drone footage of that here in this video, which was kind of fun because we don't get to film our own boat when we're not on it, I guess. Yeah, so it was kind of cool. And we had a close date, I think, of June 3rd. And so if you saw the weekend when we were with, in the dinghy episode with Painkiller Cocktails with Ben and Maria, it was our last night on the boat. We were closing. And that evening, we got an email that he was sending us a revised offer. And we already had a final sale agreement in place. And he was rescinding something like he wanted a concession of $1,500 for just some improvements. Right. And then he wanted a free month's worth of a mortgage. And we were like, no. I mean,
you don't change your offer, 48 hours before closing.
And so the key for us is we were never in a rush to sell the boat.
No.
If it didn't sell, we were going to use it all summer. We love it. It's still something we enjoy. And we haven't been down for the last few weeks or using it because we did get another offer and we miss it.
Yeah. It's kind of strange. This is probably our last time on
It'll be the last time on it.
Yeah. Unless the new owners invite us.
You never know. And so right away we had a backup offer. The broker reached out to them and they were thrilled. And they're a really, really great family of 4, 2 daughters. They're from Wisconsin. They plan on exploring the Northwest. And this is really a great boat for a family. And that's kind of what we've been stressing. It wasn't a good liveaboard for us because we like to entertain a lot and have a lot of people on board. And it was difficult with 3 different spots. But for a family of 4, this is set up perfectly. You've got dining for 4. You've got space for dining up on the cockpit for 4. But you get any more a little beyond that, and it just wasn't for us.
Yeah, I'm sure the daughters are going to fight between having the forward cabin and the below cabin.
I think they'll probably alternate.
So I would think so. Or the youngest one always loses.
Yeah. So the good news is we are set to close. Today is June. We're already into June. This is June 27th, and we are going to close for the end of the month. So by the 30th. And they take possession on the 1st. Well, the 30th.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So
it's a little weird. I mean, what do you think?
It is weird. I mean, we're already looking, well, as we know, we're touring boats and we're looking at boat listings constantly. the boat inventory, at least up here in the Pacific Northwest, is not that great right now.
Slim pickings.
Slim pickings, unless you're looking for runabouts and day boats and those kind of things, then yeah, there's a million of those. But for
even
anything,
those are selling out.
Yeah, those are selling out.
Those are selling out fast.
But
it's the slip we're having trouble finding.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a couple boats that we have our eyes on, but we just don't know if we'd be able to get slippage for it. So
it's funny you call
a challenge.
It slippage.
I know. I don't know why I call it slippage instead of moorage. It should be moorage.
It should be moorage.
But you get a slip. You know. More you get moorage in a slip.
Yeah, so you call it slippage.
So I call it. I blend the two. So anyway, so yeah, no, we are going through withdrawals. I don't know if we're going to be checking in for rehab anytime soon to just deal with that. But
well, today's task actually was one of the things that I don't always enjoy. You know, one thing that you have to remember when you own a boat, especially I think one that has two heads. You gotta come. We come down almost every week, and we flush our water maker. We hadn't been down in 3 weeks.
Yeah, since the sea trial. Yeah.
And the bathrooms needed to be cleaned. So you know, because things can get a little moldy. So you have to stay on your boat, and the maintenance of it. Can't let it go months without. I mean, I look at some of the boats in the marina. And I know they haven't been on there in months. I can't imagine what they look like. Oh, yeah. But we come in at least every 2-3 weeks. We clean, we dust, we, dry things off if they need it. So we did all that today. Ran the water maker, and it's our last chore. And we're going to empty the lockbox.
Yeah, we have to. So we have a couple tasks that we have to do today. So I am going to flush the water maker for them for the last time, so that will be a responsibility that they have to take care of moving forward. We will empty out the dock box of all of the stuff that we don't want anymore, mostly just cleaning supplies for the boat itself, but so most of it was just go into the lazarette for them, but we do need to empty out the dock box for the marina. We have to turn in our keys,
our fobs,
our key fobs for the
and our parking pass,
and our parking pass. So we're going to be unofficial. We'll have to use guest parking if we come back. Another thing that we're going to do is we're dropping off a little cheat sheet for them, things to do when you first get on the boat, things that we normally do when we get on the boat. They don't have to necessarily abide by our rules, but they've never owned a boat this large, so I think this will be a good stepping stone for them. Another thing that we're leaving behind too is the binder. So this is a binder of all the manuals for the boat. So the previous owner left the binder with a few things in there, but thank God.
No, that's not true. This we made our previous.
No, there were a few things.
Oh, there were.
There were a few things.
Oh, it didn't leave us much compared to our previous.
Thank God for the internet, because I was able to go out and pull out all the user manuals for all of the electronics, the water maker, the generator, the stereos, the dinghy engine. Just about every part of the boat that needs to be touched, we were able to pull off the internet and put it in the binder. So that will be very helpful for them as well as they move forward. Lots of reading material for them. And I will be the first to admit that I did not read most of it. So,
it came in handy.
But it's a good reference point when you need to reference something.
Yeah, and we learned to do this with our old boat. Our previous boat, the owner was so meticulous. I mean, he had every piece of paper was in a sheet protector. He had every receipt. So it was good for us because he had 2 binders and we knew everything that boat had been through. And we've already given them our maintenance log, and we'll I forgot to bring that down today, so we'll email that to them as well. So they have that set. So the boat's ready for cruising. The marinas are now pretty much open here in Washington. So where does that leave us? A boating journey.
Boatless in Seattle.
And we're not going to be a bunch of kayak tours, but we do have a full schedule.
Yep.
Today we are actually going to a boat christening. To our friends, last episode, you saw a tour of their Larson 37. That boat was on sale because they bought a new Cruisers 46 yacht. And so we get to go see it. It's not brand new. They had it shipped up from Arizona. So we'll get the story there tonight.
So we'll do a quick tour of that. They're doing the christening of that boat this afternoon. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, because they're renaming it. And that's another key. I know the new owners of this boat are renaming it. We never did like the name Our Happy Day. We never named it.
No.
And remember, when you're going to rename your boat, you know, boaters are very superstitious. So you do need to follow the renaming ceremony. We've seen on Onboard Lifestyle, which is SV Basic, they did the full 1.5 hour.
Yeah, Lynn and Teal did it. You know,
it was long.
They poured a lot of wine into the.
But they're also
Lake Union.
They were also going down the Pacific to Mexico, and I probably would have too.
Yeah.
Whereas Corey and Stacy are just going to cruise around the Puget Sound, so I think they're going to do a quick and dirty. So however you do it, definitely don't just change the name without having a ceremony.
Yeah, you don't want to tick off.
Bad luck.
What is it? Poseidon and
no, it's Neptune.
And Neptune.
So that's coming up next weekend. We're heading up to Camino Island to Tyee Beach to my family's place that you've seen a few times, and we're going to go crabbing. We have a Boston Whaler 170 Montauk. And we'll do some kayaking too. So we'll show you how well that size boat does for crabbing. It's perfect for it. So, and Boston Whaler is one of our favorite brands. And
this will be the first year we get to use their pot puller.
No, we used it last year.
Did we?
I used it.
Oh, you did. I didn't go out to the pots last year. So, yeah. Makes a heck of a difference in pulling 100 feet of rope.
Yeah. Hopefully we have a good season for crabs. So we'll find out. And we've got maybe another tour coming up after that. Then we're going back to Camino with Ben and Maria and do a little more different type boating, not on their regular boat. So we've got some fun things planned. So just stay tuned, and we promise to make it educational and informative.
Absolutely. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Make a comment down below. Subscribe.
Ring the bell.
For future notifications on future episodes.
And please share with your family and friends. We really want to grow the channel as much as we can. So the more you share it out there, the happier we are.
And another big thank you to all of you who do follow us.
Absolutely.
We are humbled by everybody who subscribes. They are true subscribers, and it means a lot to us. And we're growing and growing, and we're trying to improve the quality so we're not so home video anymore. And we do want to make it useful. So it's not just the same old, same old. So I think we're going to got some good stuff coming down the road.
I think so.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks, everybody.